normal looking grid, so that's at least a good start. Things sliding around have caused this puzzle to spring multiple leaks, and the situation seems pretty dire. Identifying the nature of the crisis might allow you to save your skin. Most clues eject a single letter before solving. These letters will spell a series of related theme words. For each such word, imagine that the completed grid is an array of either independent rows or independent columns. Slide rows or columns to form the theme word. Do not move the initial letter of the theme word. No movement of that. Multiple rows or columns may need to slide one or more spaces. Forming each theme word one at a time, reading the letters emerging from the grid, you might identify what is escaping. The remaining clues must eject an entire word. These words in clue order will form a final cryptic clue leading to a 9-letter word that's possibly the best solution for your dilemma. So, Zoombeanieville is amazing, resender, so well done. This is your example. So say the theme word was 1, this shifts, in this instance it only shifts 1, but it shifts so that we can form the word 1 in this column as highlighted here. If instead, yes, so if instead the theme word was 2, we would shift this up. Now, is it the only thing I'm not sure about this is, do we apply successive transformations? So if it was theme word 1 and then theme word 2, would we keep this S out of the grid and then have to form the number 2 by shoving that up, and that S would still be over there? I'm not quite sure. But it is fairly sane. We'll be losing 1 letter from most clue. Some clues will lose an entire word. But answers, when we know them, will just go straight in the grid. And that is lovely. So, allow me first to go to all the clues when I get stuck. Over to you. TV's Cupid recalled with utmost tenderness. So we must remove either at least 1 letter or an entire word. So it's a letter or a word is going from everything. I'm not seeing a letter that would be good to throw out here. Could be T's Cupid or V's Cupid, but TV's seems okay. Cupid, I don't think there's a letter you can easily get rid of that. Does it say you will leave? It just says to remove a letter. It doesn't say you'll leave real words, but I think that's going to be the assumption. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My favourite team in the Marble League. So with utmost tenderness feels... What if we get rid of TVs? Because I feel like we're going to be getting rid of an entire word here. Cupid recalled, that could be Eros. No, we're getting rid of a V. We're getting rid of 1 letter here. Let's get rid of the V and we get T's. And then Cupid is Eros. So we've got TS, Eros. And we're going to reverse it because it's recalled and it's with utmost tenderness. The most tenderness. If something is tender, it is sore. So reverse that, you get sorest. So having said, oh no, it won't be in TVs. Well, there we go. Good evening, Shufki. Have you dried out from your drenching early today? You got quite a lot of rain early today. So... Sorest works, we could put that straight in, and we know that V is an extra letter. Well, 2 things have gone on there. 1, I didn't type it right, and 2, they're not all the same size. So let's make you the same size. What size would that be? That'll be, okay. That'll be that. So we're removing 1. We removed 1 letter. So it's not TVs, it's T's. We moved a letter. This one might remove a letter. We might remove a word. Monstrous woman made bonkers by patriotic cheer. Monstrous woman made bonkers by patriotic cheer. Okay. It's going to be a monstrous woman that is the definition here. Good evening, Ruffle. Is it not? Is it not in the preamble? That's the Google Doc. You did the right thing, thingy, Ujimiflip. Shufky. You did the right thing. Did I miss your soup joke? Well, never mind. I think if you go there, that should be the right... Yeah, that's Emergence-y by Mark Halpin. That should take you to the right link. Where are we going? So maid bonkers, anagram of maid, and then a patriotic cheer, which is probably Olay or Ra. Something like that. But if we have an anagram of maid, that's one too many letters. We're going to take one letter out of maid, and it's going to be a vowel because the extra letters spell out theme words. Fair enough, Shufky. Fair enough. If we take it, so damol, damra, demol, demra, patriotic cheer. Remember, so this is this was published in 2015. It's in the US. So patriotic cheer is Ra. Or okay, USA. Ah, there you go. Thank you. So it's Medusa then. So maid bonkers, anagram of maid by the patriotic cheer, which is US cheer because it's Emergence-y, USA. So the extra letter from maid that is not part of the anagram is there, and that is Medusa. So we can put that in the grid. Section of park I'm evaluating for a European city. Got this, happy with this, very, very happy with this, it turns out. I'll tell you that it is one letter that is going. Turn it off, Liari, turn off the alarm. Nobody likes an alarm going off. Go for 9. It's my favourite. Bing! It's my favourite, it's a hidden. Even though there's a letter in the middle of it. So it is a section of park I'm evaluating, but there's an M that is extra. So it's Kiev, K-I-E-V, that is extra, with M that is in the middle, that we don't need. So Kiev is the spelling. Yes, absolutely. Food, gotten to go, curry, atop bananas. Food, gotten to go, curry atop bananas. Okay, feels like anagram of curry atop, because then bananas would be an anagram indicator. And it would be something, a food that you get to go. So an anagram of curry atop, one of those letters, of course, is not in the answer. I mean, I've got an idea, but I don't like it if it is. It's not much of an anagram if it is, as Kate has said, so I'm assuming... Is it therefore a carry pot? Is that a thing, a carry pot? No, a carry... Okay. A carry out. A carry out. So, it was enough to fool me. So what letter is not in carry out that is in curry atop? There's no P. We'll take the P out. And let's do that. Yeah, I was close enough, Ruffle. Close enough. Carry out. Let's take the P. Repaint sloppily done corner. Well, I mean, if we're not getting a vampire here, I'll be very surprised. So let's say it's an anagram of repaint because it's sloppy done, but without the I. And all I can see is panther, can't be panther, corner. Okay, it's that version of corner. I was thinking corner of a room, but no, it's a verb. Go for number 11 if you've got it. Repaint, but there's no I in it. Sloppily done, so anagram of repaint without the I. Corner. Yes, entrap. It is the verb form of to corner. This is going disturbingly smoothly. So, famous last words. Something that shrines. Well, it's going to be something that shines then. At Christmas time, exhibit in selected area. What shines at Christmas time? Bulbs, tinsel, or is it tinsel? Exhibit in selected area. Something that shines at Christmas time. A candle? It doesn't look like a hidden. If you exhibit, you show, you demo. Selected area. So Meredith has got it. If you, selected area. Your field, your major, your minor, because that might be a selected area. First letter, please, chat. Actually, I should have just ignored that, actually, because we need something to do on the second pass. T. The Christmas ta-da, yes. I mean, oh, loser point, Dan. Loser point. Area is your hidden indicator, not in or exhibit. It's hidden in exhibit in. I hate hiddens. Okay. Ebony structure in ancient Troy. Ebony structure in ancient Troy. So we're going to take an E out, and we're probably going to be left with a bony structure. What is a vampire? Is that a real thing? I'm going to have to check now. Is a vampire squid an actual thing? And do I want to Google it? Vampire... No, I don't want the Vampire Diaries. Oh, they're quite cute. Okay, that's quite cute. Look at that. It's sort of quite... Okay, that's quite cute. Probably because they're light colour and bright black eyes. I don't want them going anywhere near me, but still. I did, Neil. I did. It probably was Ruffle. We'll move on. Bony structure in ancient Troy. Now is... Okay. This is a double definition, isn't it? 14. Was there a place called Ilium? Because isn't there a bone called the Ilium? And I think there was an ancient town called the Ilium. So I'm not having -2, Meredith. No. Ilium was Troy. And there we go. So I will put Ilium in the grid then, because that seems to be correct. So tinsel and Ilium. Okay, we've had a whole thing, a whole word, so I feel like this is going to remove an entire word. Bud's rival, flying flag without skill, ultimately. So it's going to be a rival of someone called Bud. Costello? Is it someone Bud? And no, I'm thinking of Abbott Costello, I think. Flying flag would be anagram of flag. Without, i.e. around, skill ultimate, which is L. So is it going to be like Galf? Flaug? Galf? Well, this is Ace. I'm going to not ask for help on this one. And I'm going to come back to it. Because it is, as you say, going too well. Merkel's denial during speech. Or what comes before then. Okay, I'm happy with this. Merkel's denial during speech. Or what comes before then. Happy with that. Type G16 if you think you've got it in the chat. Manic's got it. Okay, so, hello. Manic, what do you think is going on? Is it a word or is it a letter that is getting gotten rid of? And if so, what's the letter or what's the word? And this is Ace has got it as well. Yes, we are losing an H here, correct, or at least that's what I think. Go for it in the chat. Merkel's denial, 9, Angela Merkel. So she says no, she says 9. What comes before then? No, what comes before 10? Becomes 9. And I think 9, N-I-N-E, will be the definition here. Do we think? Yeah, we've got the denial during speech. So, 3 letters for the next one. Teeny tiny reflective comment from a poet's brother. Reflective comment from a poet's brother. Oh, okay. Oh, no. So I was wondering if it was something like ado, A-D-O, because that would be bother rather than brother. But then having the letters HR next to each other don't go particularly well. Is it a hidden? I mean, orb is in brother backwards, if I took up the entirety of one of the words. We should measure things in millihelens, I do agree. I'm going to leave 17, I think. Reflective comment. I'm not seeing a letter that can easily come out of any of those. Doesn't mean there isn't, as we know from my previous Muppetry. From a pot's brother, a pet's brother. I think an entire word might come out of here, but moving on. Droll about ancient city and tribesman. Droll about ancient city and tribesman. It's probably doll. Doll about ancient city. So I want the ancient city to be just because that's a crossword thing. So if it's an ancient city, it's usually like So a toy. Tribesman. It's going to be a specific tribes person, isn't it? It's going to be a Cree, an Oto, can't think of any of the others, a Hoppy, Hopi. I mean, this is true. They need a PR department for certain. You know, they just, gosh, the PR department haven't done a good job on the vampires, but it feels like it's going to be doll instead. What are the other ancient cities are there that are really short? Because it's only a 5-letter word that's the answer. Is the only thing I could think of, but there isn't. There's got to be another 2-letter one. There's EC as in the city of London, but that's not ancient. Okay, go for first letter of 18, please, Meredith. This has moved ahead. B. Tribesman beginning with B. Will I know the answer here? Second letter, please. It could be roll, couldn't it? It's not necessarily doll. It could be roll. So a roll could be a bun. Is there a burren that is a tribesman? That feels like a possibility. Let's look that up in Chambers. Burren. No. There is? Oh, it's not in Chambers, but I'll take your word for it. So bun is a roll. UR is the ancient city. Put in bun for a burren, and that is a tribesman. Well, there we go. Now hun for doll could work. I think it is going to be burren, but we will technically find out a little bit more when we do the dance. 20 across. NATO isn't prepared to post an ambassador. An ambassador, say. That looks like an anagram of NATO isn't, and it will mean post an ambassador with 1 letter removed from NATO isn't. So, and that will be to post an ambassador. Do you need a lot of stamps for that? Oh, okay, yep, that is what it is. Just took me a while to spot the thing. The extra letter, N. Go for 20. Have see your initial comment when you are done with this. Okay, so if someone can look up what Liara's initial comment was. It is station, yes, to station someone is to put someone at a particular place. So to station is to install an ambassador. Can be anyone really, but I've solved 1 down. I have solved 2 down as well. Clever Dan. And if 3 down isn't scampi, I'll eat some Scampi. And I don't like Scampi, so that's actually a threat towards me. Actor, spiners, inane banter, but note, onset of awareness. Is there a spiner? Is it going to be spear instead, or piner, or spine? But is there a spiner? And if so, who is it? Please do let me know that. Inane banter. Anagram of banter. Oh, even Shufky's got this one. It must be easy. I'm hopefully going to meet up with Shufky in a couple of weeks, because it's been far too long. He's a good friend of mine. He'll probably hit me for saying nasty things about him. Mean things. He would not ever hit me. STTNG. Data. We can give you that data. So, what? Oh, it's going to be his first name. That's the answer. Inane banter, but note onset of awareness. Onset of awareness is a inane banter. Oh, Star Trek Next Generation. Right, fine. Was to recommend the Eccles for your indie pick. Thank you. That is excellent. Hint, please, for 23 about... oh, there could be an extra word, couldn't there? It's going to be the first name of this person who I don't know. So I'm trying to work out what the wordplay is doing, and I don't know what the wordplay is doing. A hint on the wordplay, please. Yeah. Onset of awareness is A, so I'm assuming their last letter is A. Inane banter? What borough is Wembley in? I don't know. I have technically been to Wembley Station. I don't know. Never seen Star Trek Next Generation, I'm afraid. Strong hints, please. There's missing letter in the... So, but not onset awareness. Anagram of banter then, but not onset of awareness. So minus the A from banter and anagram. Is there a Brent? That'll work. Thank you very much. Rosy tale about all about famous cow owner and her kin. Rosy tale all about famous cow owner and her kin. So who famously has owned a cow? Jack, as in Jack and the Beanstalk. He owned a cow. I have been there. I did not know I was in Brent. I've been to Brentwood. Is that in Brent? That's a very different area of London. It's near Ealing. There's legit only one famous... Well, it's Jack then. Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, MacDonald, he had a farm. And on that farm he might have had a cow. But... He did. He swapped them for some magic beans. Oh, no, he got rid of them. But he did at one point own a cow. If this is O Ranger, I will be very upset because it's 1-6 with a thingy. What's my favourite shape, Dan? It's a... Oh, that's a deep philosophical question. I could go on for hours about this. My gut says it's a triangle, but I do like a good square. Anyway, we did E is for 23. The old lady who swallowed a cow, yes. Yeah. Rosy tail all about. So anagram of rosy tail, but I'm going to be losing one of those letters. Say ale, rosy ale. And then anagram of rosy ale. And then, is there the O'Learys? That feels like it could be the O'Learys. If there wasn't a T there. It just feels like it would work. Okay, tell me more of one. I've not heard of them. They are legit not famous, Ruffle. The O'Learys owned the cow that caused the Chicago fire. her cow started the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. How does a cow start a fire? It doesn't have opposable thumbs, so it can't do the lighter. But genuinely, how did it start? Kicked a lantern. Ah. Yeah, that's not going to be good. Gosh, wow. Did the cow survive? How do we know that the cow did it? Was it seen doing it? And did it do it on purpose? I have too many excessive farming. I have too many questions about this. Leads of most any card, ace, 8, deuce, beaten by a club. Okay, so we're going to have the leads of various things. Beaten by a club. I mean, that is a great question. I've not asked them, Charlie. That's true. How did the cow do it? Yeah, fair enough. Leads of, so MACAE or leads of most any, that doesn't make sense, but it's going to be the first letters of things. Ace, 8, deuce, beaten by a club. So you'd put AC at the start. I'm writing that down, Stephen, but I can't use it in any way, shape, or form anytime soon. There's a few reasons for that. I've still got some Modi Connect that I need to do this evening, but what will I be doing this evening when I finish this stream? I will be sleeping because I am shattered. It's been too warm to sleep properly recently, although I slept all right last night. Not spotting it, 28. I'm going to come back to it. Let's move on. Good evening, Jake. Just swanning in and getting the clue. How's your computer, Jake? You posted in my Discord earlier that it had broken. Oh dear. Did you break it or did it just die on its own? Followers of a peaceful philosophy upset at Stoics. Okay, happy with that. That's an anagram of at Stoics, and it's going to be Taoists, which is an anagram of all that without the C. I'm trying. Chat. Archer's being very rude about you. He is correct, but he's being very rude about you. Oprah almost having party for Celebrated Arts Museum. Must be Prado, because a party is a do and a Prado is a celebrated art museum. Oh, I hope it wasn't too expensive, Jake, or at least that you could cope, and that it was really expensive and you could cope. That would be brilliant. Oprah almost. So take off the first letter, and then the extra letter we have. No, Oprah almost, you would take off the last letter, and then we're left with OPRA. But the extra letter in our wordplay is the letter O. And then the party is a do, so we're left with Prado. So O is extra. Could technically be H, but I'm happy with it being O. Prado. I think it's almost always the convention that it's the last letter taken off, but there is a technically very slight ambiguity, but because it's so common to do it that way, I think we're okay. Employ some sheep morally. Employ some sheep morally. Employ some sheep morally. Now, what if there's an entire word that is going out here? I want this to be a hidden, and I can't find what letter needs to go out if it is a hidden. I've got emo. Poor, P-O-R, morally. What one letter could come out? Seep. Shep. Orally. Orally could work. Some... Ah. Okay, that's good. Go for 35. Go for it, Jackie. Go for it, everyone. Yeah, that's good. So, morally, take off the M, becomes orally, and that's your clue to say it out loud to some sheep. Use EWES, but you say it out loud, it becomes USE. That's quite mean. That's nice that it was, it felt like you went on a journey with that one. And Cypher House, good evening. How was Puzzle Project tonight? Did you have to do any intensive coding? What's your raid message? Oh, you gotta have a good raid message. Come on. Reroute a highway stretch in Western State. Reroute a highway stretch in Western State. And if you're just joining me, if you want instructions with this crossword, type !blurb, and you'll get a link to the instructions. Basically, at the moment, there's an extra letter or an extra word in all the clues that we need to remove before solving, and then we can put it in afterwards properly. Put the answer in without shenanigans. Shenanigans will happen later. And learning circuits today. What electrical circuits? What sort of things were you learning? Reroute a highway stretch in Western State. Got it. Go for 37. It's an extra letter, and the extra letter is an E. And bing! It's a hidden. It's my favourite. Shenanigans. Absolutely. It is Utah that's hidden in there. So in reroute a highway, there's an extra E there that we need to ignore. So ignore it we shall. Source of chips tending to happen in damaged tile. Source of chips tending to happen in damaged tile. Source of chips is C. Tending to happen. Or ending to happen. Haha. Would be N. Oh. CN in damaged... Ending to happen N in damaged tile. How about that? So N in an anagram of tile. Tinnel, let in. Source of chips. An inlet? It's an anagram of inlet. But why would an inlet? Don't like it. Litner. Lenit. Nah. Source of chips. Feels like it's a definition now. Ending to happen is N in damaged tile. Could be damaged tie. Not spotting it. You're all getting it, but because we've got so many clues, I'm going to not ask for that in the first instance, and we'll do it in the second pass. Why are you porting? Yeah, my chat's misbehaving in OBS. Caterpillar for one. Starting to really hurt among hot rocks. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. You're not going to be getting rid of a letter in this one. You're going to be getting rid of a word. Go for 39, Ruffle, and anyone else who has it. So the definition is caterpillar for one. We're going to get rid of the word hurt. And the first letter of really, the starting to really in lava for hot rocks. Lava's definitely hot, at least at the start. And that becomes a lava with an R in it. So that is that. 40 down, no 40 across. Makes fun of frump and others. Makes fun of frump and others. Rump. Rump. Feels like makes fun of. Is the definition. Then you got rump and others. We were told how many... Oh, no. The words in clue order will form a cryptic clue. I thought we were told how many words were going to form the cryptic clue. We are not. Lava and lava. I've said lava without the R, and now lava with the R. They are homophones for me. 40, no idea. Gonna run away. 41, Penny and surprisingly Maria's charm. Penny and surprisingly Maria's charm. Okay. Penny is probably P. In the UK, it could also be D, as in pound, shilling, and pence. But we're not in the UK. We're in the US. And surprisingly, Maria's. So, but what? Oh, harm. It could therefore be, because we still need to take something out, don't we? It could be harm instead of charm. If it was Penny and Maria that was being anagrammed, but if Penny and Maria's was being anagrammed, oh, I don't know. Let's find out. So it's either charm or harm so far, or char. It's not going well, this clue. Okay, let's go for the first letter, please, because I am pretty certain it'll be P. So let's find out. And good evening, Michael. Good evening. What's the first letter, please? Pamias, parism, parisma. All I can see with surprisingly is you're anagramming Maria or Maria's. Moving on. Ushers in middle of arena surrounded. Ushers in middle of arena surrounded by strange cow smell. Let's read the whole clue. Ushers in middle of arena surrounded by strange cow smell. Ah, we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? Ushers in middle of arena surrounded by strange cow smell. There's a lot of words here. Archer's got 42. Ushers in, probably. So it's not ushers in middle of arena. It's probably ushers in. Middle of arena, E. Surrounded by strange cow smell. So what about E? Yes, that's what it is. Go for 42. Go for 42. It's ushers in. And that's your definition. Well done if you said welcomes, which is an 8-letter word. He says checking. So it's an anagram of cow smell with the middle of arena E in it. And what is going to be extra? There's an extra L in that. Willkommen. Thank you. Welcomes. Can't type. 43. Faculty avid for standout in the arts. Faculty avid for standout in the arts. Faculty aid, if we take out the V. Standout in the arts. Is that like an easel or like a relief painting that's 3D? Is that standout in the arts best? Faculty aid would be a TA, like for a teaching assistant. I just couldn't understand any of that, Arch. First letter, please. 43. Yeah, that would be good if we're answering that word. Well, welcomes is the answer to this one. D. A diva, okay. It is a diva because it's avid reversed and they're a standout in the arts, as in they're a bit, difficult to deal with. So I assume standout in the arts is your definition. Faculty is just an extra word, isn't it? Avid for standout. I don't like it. Is faculty a reversal? or an anagram? It's one. Okay. Faculi, faculty, faculty. For stand out in the arse. Stand out, sand out. Faculty, faculi, faulty. Sheesh. And now I know why you said ask Basil. I hadn't seen that when I said it. I was taking out the letters one by one from the back. Good attendance, Lee Trains. Good attendance, Lee Trains. I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it either. Charlie hadn't seen it, so all is forgiven. Good is G. It could be goo, I guess. Attendance, Lee Trains. Is it hidden in there? I don't know why train would be an insertion indicator or a hidden indicator. I don't think it would be. Going to come back to that. 45. It might scare you to sunbathe by near eastern country. It might scare you to sunbathe by near eastern country. Okay. It might scare you. To unbathe. To sunbathe. Tan. It might scare you. It might scar you. Because if you sunbathe, you tan. Near eastern country. I need a short near eastern country. So that's... We're sort of talking Turkey, Iraq, Iran. That area. It might care you. It might scar you. Well, good. I'm glad that we have some things not in the grid for the downs. That's good. Flocks of geese are skeins. Now, why have we got... So pars is just extra here. Flocks of geese is extra. Vexed Ken and Sis. Anagram of Ken and Sis. Pupil's neighbour and I. It's a lot easier when you've got the answers in the grid. Natter foolishly. Anagram of I. Natter. The extra letter to turn into retina is T. So pupil's neighbour is a retina. Take in poi and seafood dish. If you take in, you scam, and it's pie. Not poi, pie. So we have Scampi there for your seafood dish. Fall down. Former priest lending maid to an abbot. Former priest lending maid to an abbot. Thankfully, it was not Scambi. It's got to be lending aid to an abbot, surely. It's not going to be lending maid. Former priest. Former is usually ex or old. Lending aid. So I want to take aid out of something or help or something to an abbot. No. Now we have Mr. T starting at the top of this. So what's going on here? Kidlit characters craving to consume ridiculous rot. Okay, so mad is raving. And then rot is ridiculous in the middle of it. So kidlit characters craving to consume... Oh, it's raving, isn't it? Craving becomes raving. And then we get Mr. Toad. That's good. Family heads in Crimea finally found wandering son. So family heads in crime. And we get dons. So finally found to be D, and then anagram of son, because it is wandering. That's quite nice. Next up, what clue is this? Well, if this is a can of 7 down, which it is, because I've remembered. This next clue, 7 up. He's done 7 down and 7 up the wrong way in that sentence. But you know what I meant. Tact quickly developed to spite with hint of nastiness. I'm glad you're here, Effrontery. It must get so annoying for you all this week. It's like that's 3 in the corner. It actually gets quite annoying after a while. So if it is too annoying, I might stop. But I'll probably keep on doing it. The lucrative sponsorship deal. There is no sponsorship deal. So, tact quickly devolved to spite with hint of nastiness. So anagram of 2, spite. Oh, act quickly, step on it. So that's not Barun. Team Heron it is. That's fun that it had a second alternative parsing. To step on it. It's an anagram of to spite with a hint of nastiness, the letter N. Anagram of all that. So it's act quickly, not tact quickly. So that was 18 across. So it's doll, which is hun. So the R is an extra letter. Not Huron, sorry. Extra, and I will actually just do that type up there. Extra that's patiently losing it in Knots Landing. Well, that's a delightful surface. 8 down goes here. Extra that's patiently losing it in Knots Landing. Well, don't tell me anything about the meta. Do not tell me a thing. Extra. That's patiently losing it. Oh, that's patently losing it, maybe? In Knots Landing. I've not got any extra... This is an island clue. I've not got any extra letters left to put in that. So... Good work, JO. Excellent work. You get a room shot for that. Hint, please. Is it an extra letter or an extra word? That's my first hint, please. I think it'd be an extra letter, and patently losing it feels quite... You suspect extra word. Okay. That, or that is, could be IE. Patiently losing it. Patiently losing it could just be take IT out of patiently. In Knots Landing. Knots, if that was extra. In landing, that would be like alighting. Second letter of the word, please. So we've got A blank L. Ooh. Okay. Right, got it. Thank you, I needed that. Landing is extra. Go for it in the chat and you can explain why. Extra is your definition. And the answer is aplenty. That's patiently losing it in knots. So patiently is going to lose it, and it's all going to be in knots. And then you get aplenty. So that is an 8-letter word at the moment, I think. No, it's a 9-letter word. Oh, but it becomes a 7-letter word. That's fine. Patiently, minus IT, anagram, because it's in knots. And yeah, that word landing is now off the screen. Never mind. Do I have enough space to do this? Am I? Okay. So the answer to that is aplenty. Spot that's marsh-like after a couple of showers. Spot that's marsh-like after a couple of showers. Or showers. Mars-like, maybe? Yeah. Because if you're Mars-like, you're red. And a couple of shells would be SH, so red after that would be shred. But how is that spot? I don't quite get the definition if it is that. But I do like Mars-like being what it should be instead. I haven't actually looked at the grid. It might... Okay, that's good. That has confirmed that, but I don't understand anything else. A shred of dignity? A spot of... Okay, yeah, a shred is a small amount, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Combatant foraged noisily. Combatant foraged noisily. Okay. There's not enough words for it to be a whole word that's missing, surely. And based on how this has been working, I would want it to be a letter anyway. So, forged. Forged noisily. If you forge the way you lead, so led. How is a combatant a led? Combatant. Soldier. Warrior. A combat ant. Could be forage noisily, of course. It doesn't have to be past tense, but I want it to be a vowel because we've got an H up here first. So I need a vowel, please. So forged feels potentially good. I haven't looked at the grid. Look at the grid. What letters do I have? Foe. Your combatant must be your enemy, must be your foe. How is that? Oh, hang on. Is it every other letter or something? No. Noisily. Could something have... It's got to be foe, right? I'll put an F there, which may or may not be good. I'll put an F question mark there because I don't know. But foe doesn't feel great. Not sure what's going on. Tours rightfully showcasing Roman ruins. It's got to be Roman ruins, surely. 19. Well, we have all the letters. Is it a hidden? Oh, so Roman ruins is right. That's cheeky because Tours rightfully has got an extra R in it. This does not get a +1 nor a -1. There is no plussing or minusing of the hidden counter on this one because this is a bit weird. No. What is a bruin? What's a bruin? I've got to look that up. A bruin is the name of a bear. Ah, so Mark Halpin has deliberately done that. You little swine, Mark. You little swine. And fine. Down to 0 that my balance is now at. So, Ursai is Latin for bears. Destroy evidence of brawling. It might be strewn after a pillow fight. Destroy evidence of brawling. It might be strewn after a pillow fight. So, T blank blank R, and then something blank W. Tear down is to destroy. It might be strewn after a pillow fight would be down. And evidence of bawling is a tear. Oh, that's quite nice. Have I done the right thing here then? Yeah, I have. Oh, so it's H-A-R-R or H-E-R-R. That's fine, that works. So evidence of bawling is a tear. After a pillow fight, down might be everywhere. And you get to tear down, which is to destroy. Like a slantily driven nail, it's on end oddly. The extra letter's going to be in it's on end, isn't it? It's going to be every other letter, but then at some point it goes squiggly. 22. T-O. Toad? T-O-E-D? Is that a thing? Is toad a thing? Is that a description of a nail that's in... nailed obliquely. It's in chambers. If it's in chambers, we like it, don't we? Have a friend who hates it when I say, I think I find it's in chambers, so it's absolutely fine. Hates it when I say that. The extra letter is going to be the I, because T needs to be an odd position, and it's currently in an even position. Excellent work, effrontery. Stores rope acquired by marksman in practice, endlessly heading north. It's a long clue. Only one P is currently in the answer. Stores rope acquired by marksman in practice, endlessly heading north. If there isn't, I know it's going to be an extra E, I think. Like a Harriet or something like that. Or it could be T for saws. Rope acquired by marksman in practice. Aim. Endlessly heading north. So something's going to be reversed, and we're going to reverse it. I'm going to come back to this clue. There's a lot going on there, and I need at least 1, 2, 3 more letters. Obsessive compulsive rafters. Destination in Florida. Well, it's probably after instead of... Because I want the word... That would make a word Harrier if that was then an E. So, obsessive compulsives after... Obsessive compulsives afters. Destination in Florida. I want it to be Miami as a destination in Florida. But then how would Miami be this clue? Your destination would be your aim, maybe, but it's backwards. Florida could be F. What's the 2-letter abbreviation for Florida? Is that it's either FA or FL? It could be Tampa if it's in Florida. FL, thank you. In Florida is going to be the definition. I don't quite know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure that rafter becomes after. Because we can have maybe OC after a destination. No. Yeah, after a destination. Don't know. Moving on. That corner is being irritating. Actress Charlotte's gear found in Israel. Actress Charlotte's gear found in Israel. Is gear going to become ear? And is it going to sound like found in Israel? Unless there is a Charlotte Ray. Yes, if it would be an extra word, wouldn't it? If the previous letter was the end of the word. So actress Charlotte is just found in, so I can take gear out entirely. Found in Israel. And if there is a Charlotte Ray, then all is fine. And that is going to go... Where is that going to go? 27. Well, it's right there. Having overheard a piece of news, deviant ousts crackpots. Having overheard a piece of news, deviant ousts crackpots. So that is 29... Is it just the S that is extra from crackpots? Having overheard a piece of news. A piece of news is N. Oh, no. Okay. I've got it now. Go for 29. Go for it in the chat. I'm hoping you're going to tell me it's nutsos. And yes, so piece of news is N. Deviant of ousts is anagrammed, and it means crackpots. So having... What is having overheard doing? Having overhead. Nice. Ali, who's somehow solemn and wise looking, feels like an anagram of Ali who's, but with one of those letters not there. And it's going to be owlish, isn't it? O-W-L-I-S-H. So we've got an extra A there. So that means wise looking, an anagram of Ali who's, because it's somehow, and solemn and wise looking is definition. Magellan, e.g., praising the first among loose women. So praising the first is a P. Among loose women, anagram of women. Maybe. Where am I looking? I'm looking at 32. Okay. Nutsos, I can confirm, is not in chambers. It's not, neither is the singular. So there. Magellan. Let's call the whole thing off. For examples, like an explorer or something like that, praising the first... what am I losing? What am I losing from this one? I don't even know what his nationality was, actually. Portuguese? Spanish? Ferdinand was his first name, so something like that. The first could be ST. Loose women? Right, Hans, help me out here. Give me a strong hint as to what the definition is and whether it's a missing letter or a missing word. Must be quite a lot of help. I am not this. Strain. Magellan, okay. Praising. The first among loose women. What is going... So, raising the first. Okay. So if we take... Maybe we're going to... move the S up to the top, or raising the first among loose. So we're going to be moving one letter. Women. Oh, I've not spotted it. He hasn't spotted it. Can I have the fourth letter, please? Let's just go for it, because it's already 9:10. Now, you'd think that would help. Strain? Straight? So the Strait of Magellan, therefore. So praising. Absolutely. The first among loose women. Is it... What's going on? What's the wordplay? It's not tarts, is it? I can see the letters for tarts, but that would be really mean if it was. Or not particularly complimentary. Is that an indirect anagram then? Oh no, it's just reversed. So tarts upwards with an I in it. So first is just I. I don't like first being I. So straight and... Oh, hang on, I haven't worked out what the extra letter is. Raising. Praising becomes raising. Faith healers, bogus tone. Faith healers, bogus tone. So it's a shaman. Shaman in it now. Bogus is that, and a tone, or a ton, or a... One can be an. So I'm assuming we're going towards raptor here. So shaman, it goes there. Okay. You Manic, you've won me round. Yeah, I hate that. That's right. 36. Spy with a goal in France appears. Spy with a goal in France appears. Okay, so it seems, because the definition is appears. Now it's not. It's a gal in France. Spy with a goal in France. With a goer in France? With a gal in France. Gal. I reckon it has to be seems, but I can't work out why. So if you do get it, let me know why. I'm going to keep seems in because it feels right. I've got to take an O out. Gold becomes gal. If you're with... So a spy is M. That's it. Yes. So spy as in M from James Bond. You know, he, she was a spy. If you're with a gal, you're seeing them. So sees. So M in that. It's a little loose, but I'll take it. It works. The author is going to echo right for one. The author is going to echo right for one. We need to take an R. And so right probably becomes white, W-I-G-H-T. So Isle of Wight, maybe? Yeah, the author is going to Isle, I''L', and it sounds like I-S-L-E. So that works. Right, let's get everything else in the grid. M is Monsieur, Madame... I don't... M, butterfly... I think the spy is M, and it goes CMS. If you spy, you see. Yeah, I spy, I see. Now, what's MS? With a gal in France. Oh, a ms. Okay. What's the in France doing then? Okay, what have we got here? 15. Bud's rival flying flag without skill ultimately. It should indeed. Anyone got 15? I'm not. You might have done. You might have told me earlier. First letter then, please, Jake. C. Flying flag without skill ultimately. Cross. Alright then, second letter. This should really help us. If Jake is correct. I think it's an L, and I don't know why. Different type of bud. A beer. Oh, cause. So Bud's rival is cause. Okay. Flying. So flying is your extra word, and it's just flag. Your flag are your colours. Without skill, ultimately, to take out the L out of colours. American spelling, of course. And we get cause. Of course it is. Reflective comment from a poet's brother. So an O has to come out of this. So we've got vampire and we've got hornet. So reflective from a pet's brother? Oh, comment from a pet's. So that's an R. An ARF is a comment from a pet. But it's reversed because it's reflective, and a brother is fra. Sort of, it's an abbreviation for. Okay, this we should be getting rid of an entire word, as I did suspect earlier. We got blank A, blank E, blank leads of most any card 8 deuce. So we're getting rid of ace. Leads of most any card 8 deuce. M-A-C-E-D. And then if you're beaten by a club, you are maced. They don't count towards my dingometer. Okay, 38. Source of chips tending to happen in damaged piles. So we've got Vampire and Hornet. So is it going to be Comet? Damaged Isle? Where are we going here? We're going here. Intel. Source of chips is your Intel. Because that is T in anagram of tile. Source of hips. Source of chip. Source of source of microchips. Oh, Intel is the source of chips in terms of microchips. Okay, and the T is the ending, tending to happen becomes ending to happen. Intel. Wow, didn't get that source at all. Makes fun of Frump and others. It's going to be a single letter that comes out, so it's probably the F of Frump. Rump is a cut, a rump is a behind. First letter, please, Ruffle. And Ruffle says, roasts. If you make fun of someone, you know, comedy roast. And a rump, I guess, is a type of roast that you might have. Penny, and surprisingly, Maria's charm. So it is P, an anagram of Maria's, and we're going to be getting rid of the A, I think, because I think we're going towards Falcon. So P, an anagram of Maria, and we're going to get oh no, maybe not. Penny isn't P. Oh, you have it as a C in for scent, don't you, as well? So more crosswordier than that. Well, there's D. Is it going to be a diadem? But then where does the other D come from? But it's D. So D for pennies in pounds, shillings and pence. So D. And Maria, surprisingly, disarm is to harm. Because we need to take out a letter somewhere. Oh, it comes to charm. Oh, to charm someone is to disarm them. Yeah, yeah. So what we're taking out of Maria's, we're taking the A out. That's fine. Disarm. Good attendance. So it's God attendance. Lee trains. Priests. What is it? God attendance. Lee trains. Is it a hidden? Is there a famous Lee that I need to know? I don't think there is, but trains could be RY for railway, but there's nowhere for it to fit. So Spike Lee, Christopher Lee. Is it Spike? That's the only. Ang Lee. Ang. He's good for crosswords. And then Lee trains. Oh, but Lee has an extra E. Oh, okay. So Ang. Oh, and it's what's so what's Lee doing there? Oh, Trains is ELS for the Chicago trains. And so Lee is Ang, trains is angels. Muppetry. It might scare you to sunbathe by ear. So Bhutan. That's silly. Bhutan. Boo is it might scare you. To sunbathe is to tan. By ear, so say it all out loud. And it's it is an eastern country. And is it near eastern? No, it's not. It's far eastern. Bhutan. Yes. It stands for elevated, as in elevated railways. What haven't I put in? 24. Ooh, we've got lots of letters now. Stores rope acquired by marksmen in practice, endlessly heading north. So I would want this to be an E, and I would want that to be an A. And I thought that was foe, but I don't know why forged is foe. So faux, F-A-U-X for sham. Okay. Rope. Acquired by marksmen in practice, endlessly heading north. Doesn't have to be an E here, so I will, but it almost certainly is. Stores ROP. Oh, yes, acquired by... Yeah, it is. Okay, rope is just going to become ROP, I think. Because I think it's going to be Emporia, which are stores. So ROP, acquired by marksman, which is an aimer. In practice endlessly. So aimer minus that R, and it's all heading north. So rope becomes ROP. Aimer, we lose the R. And we get Emporia when we reverse that all. And Emporia. Da 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 da. 25 down is the last clue. Obsessive compulsive rafters, destination in Florida. Scala. Scaffer? No, Florida was FL, wasn't it? In that case, go for it. So obsessive compulsive will be OC. And after is like after the style of Allah, chicken after the style of a king, chicken a la king, and then destination must be Akala. Well, there we go. That is the easy bit done. Having said that, I think that the this bit shouldn't be too bad. I'm just writing down all these words so that I can neatly bunch them up. So that is that, and our words that we're going to be finding in the grid in a minute are vampire, hornet, comet, falcon, tomcat, and harrier and raptor. So the clue... Oh, hang on. What's this doing here? Former priest lending maid to an abbot, lending aid to an abbot. Prior? Because if you're former, you're prior. Priest is PR. Where does the rest... I don't, irritatingly. I feel like there might be... aircraft of some kind. Prior is a priest. Oh, right, okay, didn't know that. And it's a double definition, so a prior is a priest that assists. Well, I did not know that it was a double definition. Okay, good. The clue that we have after all that, so there were extra words that we took out, and those words are flying. Oh, this is going to be irritating. Flying ace, hurt, PAs, leading gear. which, when I make it on the screen, flying ace, hurt Par's landing gear. Flying ace, hurt Par's landing gear. That's all right. That's fine. Okay, the answer to that we do know is 9 letters. Forming each theme word one at a time, we get to identify something that's escaping. Oh, it's probably, if these are aircraft, it might be like an ejector seat then, something like that. The remaining clues must eject an entire word. These words in clue order will form a final cryptic clue, leading to a 9-letter word that's possibly the best solution for your dilemma. Okay, well, let's make these words then. So, vampire. There's a V, there's an A, there's an M, P, I, an R is going to go there, and an E is going to go here. So vampire, ooh, how am I? First off, copy, paste. Let us do that. And actually, is it worth just bringing this up in full now? I think it is. Let's do that. It'll bring up the wrong thing. That's fine, because I'll now make this there. So the extra words that we have are also vampire, hornet, comet, falcon, tomcat, harrier, and raptor. So we can get rid of these. We don't need these where we're going. And I'm going to move you that way a bit. We also know that this is 9. Vampire. So let's deal with making this a vampire. So this needs to shift that way because we never move the first letter. We're going to move all of these. One to the left. That's going to be an R. It's going to move a long way, yes. But not as long as that. There's your vampire. These letters will spell out theme words. For each such word, slide the rows or columns to form the theme word. Do not move the initial letter. Forming each theme word one at a time, reading the letters emerging from the grid, you might identify what is escaping. But that doesn't say anything. Ain't so. Have I done this wrong? V, we could have an A there. No, there's no M in that thing. So that is right. But there's your vampire. Have I done a thing wrong? There are a few other V's in the grid. There's one there and there's one there, but we won't be able to make vampire with it. At least not reading in the proper way. I can't see where Kiev is. To the right. Yeah, initial letters will stay the same. Yeah. Hornet. Let's try falcon because F is an unusual word. Letter F-A-L. No C there. F-A-L. Okay, we're going to be moving these. So let's try this. So F-A-L. That's not right. Let's move it one more. C O. No, I know what it was. Okay, I know. I think I know. Whoops. I think that's right. And then N, we move this. We are... It doesn't matter what these are. doesn't matter what these are. We're making letters. This is an F. We've actually made a physical letter. If I was to shade all those, we've made an F. So it's not the letters that we shift out, it's the shape of the letters. So going back to vampire, I think that was an L maybe. So that, oh, those all shift by 1, and then that R comes out to here. What is that though? That's not a, is that a J, do you think? Good evening. That's probably a J. Okay, hornet. Let's find the hornet. Good evening, F. H-O-R. There's no N here. H-O-R-N-E-T. I think that could work. Okay, so you're going to move 1, 2, 3. Hornet, you will move 1. So we've got H-O-R. You're going to move 3. You're going to move 1. And you're going to move a 3, which gives us an E. Oh dear. This is lovely. How on earth do you set something like this? Okay. Comet. How you set something that finishes like this is mind-boggling. Where's the comet? Is it here? O-M-E-T. Okay. So this looks like a V or something. So that pops down 1. This pops down a lot. Oh, it's going to be a T. Yep, because that pops down 1 and that doesn't pop down at all. We got a T. Oh, it's going to be jet fuel. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. So there we go. Tomcat. This is one of the balmiest endings I've had in a while, as in the most unexpected. Here we go. No, because I don't see a C in that. Where's your Tomcat? T-O. Nope. It might. Move you over here. You're right, it would have to go up, wouldn't it? T-O-M-C. Here we go. So I think I actually need to shove you down 1 further for this. So you're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3. No, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. T-O-M. No. C goes up by 1. And then you go up by 4. And we get Tomcat. And every time I write it in, then remember I'm about to undo everything. Harrier. A-R-R-I-E-R. Which is going to be an E. That will be an E. Because that's going to... So I need to... So 3, 1... 3, 1, 3. So that's 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. That's an E. And finally, Raptor. Again, would probably have to come out towards the right, wouldn't it? For the bottom of the L, where is your Raptor? I can see that. But that wouldn't... T-O-R... Oh. Okay, yeah. It can come up as well. So this needs to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, that moves up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This moves up 1, as does the next one. Raptor. And then you got the L there. And that is jet fuel. So I forget what the point of that was. Most clues will eject that. Yes, yes. Okay. Slide rows or columns to form the theme word. Do not move the initial letter. Forming each theme word one at a time reads the letters emerging from the grid. You might identify what is escaping. Uh-oh, the jet fuel is escaping. So we're probably going to need a parachute. That's what the answer to this is. So flying, i.e. anagram of A for ace, hurt, pars. No, it is just an anagram. Ace, hurt, pars. Anagram of those 9 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you get your landing gear, which is parachute. So that is the 9-letter word that is possibly the best solution for this dilemma. When we're leaking jet fuel, take your parachute and get out. And that is your Emergence-y by Mark Halpin. That's a satisfying ending. That's a good one. Sometimes you go a bit, okay, fine. How do people set that sort of thing? Don't know. Exactly, Ruffle. Really, really good construction. Because you have to know that you need a RAP, and then the T needs to go there, and OR, and just... And is it a symmetrical crossword as well? It is a symmetrical crossword as well, so that is even more impressive.